brings you here all alone on a Friday night, huh?
I'm looking for my white knight in shining armor to rescue me.
Oh, well, there ain't been no white knights in here all evening, lady.
But alas, I'm a poor damsel in distress.
Oh.
Dear sweet knight, thou must save me. The sorority I'm trying to joust my way into is holding a kegger tonight.
A kegger?
And I must have an escort for this bacchanalian affair, or I shall forever be ostracized from the kingdom.
Oh!
Russ! Russ! Wherefore art thou, O Russ?
I'm here, sweet Sheila. Oh, how could anybody banish you from thy kingdom? Thou truly art a great joy.
Let's go, then. It started ages ago.
Why the change of heart all of a sudden?
I've missed you, Brooke. I had no idea life would be like this without you.
What about your reputation? I thought you said a divorce would be unthinkable for a public figure like yourself.
There's more to life than that. I've had a lot of time to think about this lately. I had to know how you felt. If you still love me.
I thought we were finished. For good, forever. I have done everything I could to forget you.
Have you?
Oh, George, how could I?
Do you love me?
Yes, 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 I love you. I never stop loving. But I've tried. I have really tried.
I've tried to forget you, too. The more I try not to think about you, the more you're on my mind. Brooke, I love you. I'm always going to want you.
What about your wife? How's she taking it?
I haven't told her.
What? You mean this is all
Brooke, please, I've made my choice. It hasn't been easy. I've been in agony these past few weeks. I had to know how you felt before I talked to Beth. Darling, if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for the possibility of you and me being together, I would never consider a divorce.
I love you, George Slaymaker. You know I do. But if this is just another one of your ploys, I swear, George, I will never forgive you.
Brooke, please, I mean it.
This time?
I mean it, darling. What can I do to prove it to you?
There's your chance.
You're bluffing, Elliot. I've been in this game a long time, my friend. You got a pair of trays jack high. You're bluffing, and it's not going to work.
I just need a little more time, that's all.
Oh, time. Yesterday you tell me you got evidence on this big public official, and now you want time. Well, you're going to get time. If you don't cooperate, you're going to get all kinds of time.
I need to pull some things together first.
Hey, I told you to quit bluffing, all right? Now, you're out there trying to bargain with somebody to see what you can get. I have bent over backwards for you. I have stretched all the rules. I've even jeopardized my position here. Now I'm running out of rope. I can't go any further.
Nothing matters. My whole life is ruined. It's a shambles. Nothing I do matters anymore.
That's not true. Yes, you have made some mistakes. We have all made mistakes. That doesn't mean you gotta go on making them.
It's too late. It's all over now.
I want you to think about something, all right? I want you to forget about whoever it is you think is gonna pull these strings for you, because there ain't no strings to pull. I want you to start thinking about the basics, like right and wrong.
What?
Okay, all right. I'm sure you don't think about that a whole lot. Maybe that's why you're here. But it's never too late to start.
What difference would it make?
Ask yourself. That's only a question that you can answer.
Hey, Gene, my man.
Hey, Leon, you just missed Mom. She's down at the Browns.
Actually, it's you I came by to see.
Oh, really? No carpet samples or drapery material or anything like that, huh?
Hey, purely a pleasure visit.
Well, that's all right. Well, you take my other chair, buddy.
Hey, thank you, bud.
Yeah, sit on down there.
Yeah, nice afternoon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great afternoon.
Yeah, I had lunch with Carla today.
Oh, so how is she? Last time I saw her was when I got the letter from Sam.
Hey, man, it's not as bad as you think. And I came back here to tell you that Carla is concerned, and that's a good sign.
Oh, that's very funny. But she sure left out of here pretty mad.
I talked to Carla about Sam. You said I could, remember?
Yeah, I guess you couldn't do any more harm, Leon.
Gene, suppose Carla had smelled that perfume letter and it didn't bother her. She just tossed it aside. Then you would have trouble.
Yeah, you got a good point. But she still thinks I lied to her.
So there you are. I've looked everywhere for you. I checked your apartment. I went to the Union. I've been to the library. I even went through the entire Dewey Decimal System looking for you.
Yeah.
So what are you doing here all alone on a Friday night?
Oh, well, you know, hot date.
Russ, you should be ashamed.
Don't ask. You don't want to hear it.
Try me. I'd love to hear.
Okay. Well, once upon a time, Sheila, a long, long time ago.
Oh, my favorite. A fairy tale. Lots of dragons, I hope.
Sure. Yeah, it's fairy tale, all right. Only they didn't live happily ever after.
What?
Nothing. So, what brings you here all alone on a Friday night, huh?
I'm looking for my white knight in shining armor to rescue me.
Oh, well, there ain't been no white knights in here all evening, lady.
But alas, I'm a poor damsel in distress.
Oh.
Dear sweet knight, thou must save me. The sorority I'm trying to joust my way into is holding a kegger tonight.
A kegger?
And I must have an escort for this bacchanalian affair, or she'll forever be ostracized from the kingdom.
Oh!
Russ! Russ! Wherefore art thou, O Russ?
I'm here, sweet Sheila. Oh, how could anybody banish you from thy kingdom? Thou truly art a great joy.
So then, it started ages ago.
You serious?
Yes, and I am in distress.
Oh.
Girls think you're really neat.
What? What, do you want me to go to this rush party with you? What, like some kind of a trophy or something?
That's not what I meant. It'd be fun.
Yeah, a bunch of co-eds trying to impress each other.
I thought you might enjoy it. More fun than this?
I don't think I'd fit in. I just remembered what it was like.
Been too long, huh? Well, I'm sorry I asked.
Are you going?
Yes. No. I don't know. What do you want?
I want you to sit. Something I have to explain to you, Sheila. It's not that I don't want to go with you. It's because...
I know. I couldn't agree with you more. I didn't want to go to that dumb party anymore.
Dumb party, huh?
I've got a much better idea. Let's go to the library and study. I mean, it's Friday night. What could be more fun?
The library?
Okay. Then let's, I've got another great idea. You have to get used to that. I'm always getting great ideas.
You are, huh?
Mm-hmm. Let's stay here.
Here.
And do nothing. That's another thing about me. I'm terrific at doing nothing. It's an art, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I've been practicing for years.
Well, I don't think that I remember how.
Then tonight, sweet night, I shall instruct thee in the ways of the night.
Ah, dear sweet Sheila. Thou truly art a great joy.
Prove what? George has something to discuss with you. That's all very good and well, but I have something to discuss with my husband. Would you mind?
Brooke, you can wait outside if you'd like. This won't take long.
Of course. I was just leaving. She's quite attractive, if rather ill-mannered. But George, what happened to that cute little blonde you had going last week? How do you keep them all straight?
That's what I love about you, Beth. You're always so delightfully perceptive.
I can't have you running around with just any old piece of riffraff, George.
Please spare me your concern.
You never change, do you, George?
If this is what you came to talk about, Beth, you're wasting your time and you're wasting my time. We've been over this dialogue so many times over the years, there's no meaning left.
Sorry. Force of habit, I guess. My way of fighting back. No, George, that is not why I came.
What is it then?
A young woman came into my office today, shoplifting case. Naturally, I asked about her life. She is 18 years old, an adopted child, born in Joliet, Illinois. Large family, poor working class. Her mother's name was Rosemary. George, I saw our daughter today.
How can you be sure?
Oh, it all fits. The names, the age, the birth date. I checked her file. There is no question she is our daughter.
Must have been quite a shock.
Oh, I've thought about her so many times over the years. Wondered what she was like, how she was doing.
Of all the courts and all the cities and towns in this county, she ends up in your office. The coincidence is uncanny.
Coincidence? Is that all you can say? You could care less about this, your own daughter.
Beth, I know that this has upset you very much, but it's probably best you forget you ever saw her.
I can't do that.
What do you want to do, adopt her back?
She's my daughter. I want to know who she is. I want her to know me. I want to tell her why I let her go.
That's absurd. What good would it do?
For 18 years, George, not a day has gone by that I haven't felt guilty about leaving her.
So you want to relieve your guilt by telling her? Beth, that is selfishness, pure selfishness.
You don't care. You don't even want to see her.
What are we going to do? Ask her back into the family? What family?
And whose fault is that?
You want to use this girl to relieve your conscience. You're only going to end up hurting her more.
That's enough. I don't want to hear any more. Yes, he's all yours. You can have him. She doesn't seem very happy.
We were discussing our relationship. You heard her decision.
It's all on the fingertips, remember?
Sure.
Okay, now watch me.
How'd you get to be so good?
I flunking biology in high school.
Aha!
Take that!
And that!
Oh, no, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Oh, no. Ah,
Oh, that was good.
oh, my wasted youth. See these calluses?
Mmm.
Oh, you can always tell a real pinball wizard by the calluses on their hands.
Really?
Yeah. Yours, for instance, smooth as silk. Obviously an innocent in the ways of the game.
Innocent, huh?
Yep.
Let's see about that. This is the big one here.
Okay. Now remember.
Oh!
You gotta anticipate.
I'm anticipating. I'm anticipating. I am not gonna let any machine get the best of me. Come on.
You got it.
That and that.
Go.
How am I doing, huh, Coach?
Not bad,
Another
not
game.
bad.
Give me a quarter here. We are out of change. I'll get some more.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm not going to be responsible for your corruption.
Oh, come on. This is just one more little game.
Your fingers need a rest. You don't want to get blisters, do you?
Okay. Whatever you say, Coach.
Let's talk.
Talk? Oh. Okay. We're talking.
What are we talking about?
Good question. I think we're talking about you wanting to tell me about all your wildest dreams and ambitions.
Oh, yeah, of course. What I want to be when I grow up.
That little girl?
An archaeologist. I've got it all planned out.
From pinball wizard archaeologist. Quite some switch.
Going on a dig in Utah this summer.
Amazing.
What's so amazing?
Well, when I was a freshman in college, I didn't know what I wanted to do next weekend, much less the rest of my life.
I just think it's really neat, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
All the bits and pieces left behind. How much you can tell put together again. Oh, look at what time it is.
I had no idea it was so late.
See how much fun doing nothing can be?
Well, I guess it depends on who you're doing nothing with.
I've got a great idea. Why don't you walk me home? And my dorm's just down the block. I'll show you my Arrowhead collection. Come on, let's go before they kick us out.
I can't.
Oh.
I can't. I can't explain why. I just can't.
okay. It's really not very far. There aren't any dragons or anything.
I'm sorry, Sheila.
No problem.
It's really been fun, though.
For me, too. Take care of those fingers now.
And you take care, sweet Sheila.
Good night to you. Good night.
Dinner was wonderful, George. Thank you. I still can't believe it. We're gonna be so happy together.
I know. I wish I didn't have this business meeting tonight.
Oh, same old George. Business before pleasure.
Why don't you just wait outside? This isn't going to take long. I love you.
I love you back.
This won't take long, I promise.
Okay.
Well, George, it looks like our key witness has had a change of heart. You're a fast worker. I'm impressed.
Well, I told you. I'd keep my part of the bargain.
Somebody please explain to me what's going on around here?
Well, we didn't get into particulars, but my friend out there's on my side all the way. Elliot's testimony is useless.
With no corroborating witness? Elliot's out on a limb.
Yeah.
Nice going, George.
Wasn't for you two clowns, I wouldn't be in this mess in the first place.
Wait a minute, don't blame this on me. Wasn't my idea.
Don't give me your alibis, Webster. I've heard every one of them. I'm not in the mood. You got a job to do. You go down to the jail, both of you. And you tell Norman he's out in the cold.
Wait a minute. You know, Elliot could still testify.
Well, if he knows his testimony's useless, why would he bother?
Well, that's what you've got to make clear to him. It's of the utmost importance that he doesn't breathe one single word of this to anybody. Even without corroboration, the slightest insinuation from him could implicate every one of us. Is that understood?
Well, the man's facing a jail term. Well, what would he gain from it?
Just take care of it. I don't want a word of this on the street. My reputation could be ruined. Shut him up.
It shall be done. You know, we all have a lot to lose.
And while you are taking care of Elliot, I've got some unfinished business waiting for me in the lobby. Would you send her in?
You know something, Charles? I think we got the wrong end of this bargain.
Webster.
Gentlemen, I'm glad to see you finally come to your senses. Getting me out of here is certainly the only move you can make.
Sorry, Norman. It's not going to happen that way.
Well, then I'm dragging you down with me, all of you. I'm warning you, I meant what I said. Did you think it was just an idle threat?
It is now.
What do you mean?
Nobody's gonna believe your testimony, Elliot. Man facing a felony charge, trying to make brownie points by smearing his ex-boss.
Nobody'd believe you in a million years, Norman.
I have a witness.
You had a witness. Brooke won't testify, Norman, not against Slaymaker.
What do you mean? She can't stand the guy. They just had a falling out a couple weeks
they
ago.
just fell back together again, so you better forget your whole foolish little prank. It won't wash.
Besides, Elliot, think about your future.
Very funny, Webster.
I'm serious. You'll be up for parole before you know it. You could use some friends in high places.
Few well-placed words from pillars of the community would help your case a lot.
Pillars of the community. You guys think you own this town.
We're doing our best. We're working on it, Norman.
Look at it this way. You got nothing to gain and everything to lose. Think about it.
Time's up, Elliot.
There goes one canary that won't sing.
You know, I think you're safe, Harold. You, Slaymaker, and Nancy.
Yeah, Charles. All of us.
I have nothing to say.
I didn't ask you to say anything. I just wanted to know if you had a chance to think about our conversation.
I've thought about it. I have nothing to gain. I have friends out there, people who are going to stand up for me when I'm up for parole.
Friends you can count on, I hope.
Hey, I don't want to be a stool pigeon. I've heard about what happens to you. The other prisoners. It's gonna be hard enough on me as it is.
Look, we can protect you. I told you that. But I don't want to argue with you. I've tried that. It's late. I'm tired. I want to wrap this thing up. If you want to talk, fine. If you want to cry on my shoulder some other time, I just don't have the patience.
What can I do? I don't have any other choice.
Well, that should make things pretty easy.
I don't know what to do.
It's easy, Norm. You just do what you think is right. That's all there is to it.
George Slaymaker once authorized an employee of his savings and loan to open a private safety deposit box, knowing that the contents of the box would be changed